Please introduce yourself.
Sir, as I have mentioned in my DAF, my name is Siddharth Pathak. I am from the holy city of Varanasi. I did my graduation in civil engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Varanasi. And then, sir, during my graduation, I was also awarded the DART-wise scholarship, because of which I got the opportunity to do some research internship in Germany. And sir, some of my hobbies and interests are I like cooking, I love traveling, and I like watching different kinds of creative shows like movies, stand-up comedies, etc.
Okay. Tell me something about your sports and outdoor activities.
Sir, I have played some sports, but just for the fun purpose. Like I haven't played any sports professionally, or for example in some competitive event. But with my friends, I have played many times badminton, cricket, or mainly these two. Sometimes football also.
When did you play the cricket last?
Sir, I think in the month of October or November, when I was
last year? This year?
No. So I think January this year.
Okay. So this is the cricket field, and this is the bowler, and this is the batsman.
Yes, sir.
Right? And this is the right-hand batsman.
Yes, sir.
And he is bowling, he is batting.
Yes,
Here
sir.
is the wicket keeper.
Yes, sir.
And this is the field.
Yes, sir.
Now where is the mid wicket?
Oh, sir. I don't know, sir.
Where is third man?
Third man is behind the wicket.
Behind the wicket. And any slip?
Slip is like it's.
Here is the wicket. And he is playing here. He is a player.
Yes, sir. This side, in the direction where I am.
Here?
Yeah, here towards me.
So you can indicate here, yes.
Okay, sir.
Right here. And tell me, who is the cricket captain presently? You must be following cricket at least.
So Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli. What is your father's name?
So my father's name is late Shri Vinod Kumar Pathak.
So with due regard, you have added late and Shri both. I am sure Virat Kohli also needs that respect.
Yes, sir.
In answering. Right?
Yes.
Who is your choice is CISF, first choice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So who is the DG of CISF?
So Mr. Rajesh Ranjan ji is the current DG of CISF.
How does is he from a particular cadre of service?
Sir, Indian Police Services.
So how do you speak about an officer who is from Indian Police Service when you are asked his name? Can you tell me the way you will introduce him in an open forum? You will be CISF officer and he may come in your unit for inspection, and then you have to call him on the stage to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So the way you just spoke, would you be asking him to come to the stage similar manner? Or
Sir,
the way you introduce an IPS officer?
Sir, I would introduce him, since he is the current DG of the CISF. So I would introduce him I would like to introduce the Director General of the current Director General of the Central Industrial Security Force, Mr. Rajesh Ranjan ji.
And after that?
After that, I don't know, sir.
Who is Chief of Defence Staff?
Sir,
and what is his role in the present Indian military concepts which is changing?
Sir, the Chief of Defence Staff is he was a retired General Bipin Rawat, sir, and so Chief of Defence Staff is has a great role in the current defense environment or security environment, because what it does is try to, or it is there to bring some integration of different the three wings of the armed forces, that is military, navy, and the army. And since the current warfare is getting more inclined towards technology based warfare, where you have to inculcate the best of the three forces, so it will improve the operational capability of the Indian Defence Forces.
Okay, you are from Varanasi. Tell me the significance of Varanasi, historically, culturally, and religiously.
Sir, historically it is one of the oldest living cities in the world, and it has a history of around 3000 4000 years old, and it is there since the Mahajanpada period. The cultural significance is it is the cultural and religious capital of India, and in all kinds of culture, like ranging from music to the literature to the dance to cuisine, and the special Ganga Aarti as well as touristic importance of Varanasi is immense in Indian subcontinent. For example, sir, in the field of literature, the great scholars like Munshi Premchandra ji, or the legend of Hindi writing Shri Bhartendru Harishchandra ji are from Varanasi. Then in the field of music, Ustad Bismillah Khan, then Pandit Kishan Maharaj, they are all from Varanasi, and this thing is continuing even today because of the Guru Shishya culture and the Gurukul system, which is still prevalent in Varanasi.
You talk about dance, any renowned dance?
Sir, Pandit Birju Maharaj is from Varanasi.
Which dance form?
I think, sir, he is Kathak.
What are the other classical dance forms of India?
Sir, there is Bharatnatyam, Kathakali, Kathak, Kuchipudi, Satriya. There are 8 classical dance forms.
Anything in Northeast?
Northeast, Satriya dance form is from Northeast. It is in Manipur.
What is the theme of this Manipuri dance?
Sir, it is mainly associated with the Krishna Gopi Ras Leela thing.
What is the significance of Sharad Purnima, which was there yesterday?
Sir, Sharad Purnima.
Since you talked about Gopi and Ras.
Sir, I don't know about this its connection with Lord Krishna, but I know some ritual which we do at our home on the day of Sharad Purnima. My mother and even most of people.
So I have never seen Sharad Purnima being linked to the Maharas, which happened with 16,000 gopis and Krishna in mythology. Have you heard of it?
Sir, no, sir, I don't.
Maharas you have not heard.
Maharas.
Ras means?
Yes, sir, yes,
dance
sir. Yes, sir,
by
yes.
Krishna with the gopis.
Sir, I don't know about this.
But this is a normal photograph in Sharad Purnima. Everybody gets it. The Krishna dancing with the gopis. You are not seeing it. Because you are a technical guy, maybe.
No, sir, it's not.
Based on the arts and culture.
No, sir, I am very much connected
Very
with
much.
arts
You are
and.
speaking about Kishan Maharaj, you are talking about Pandit Bismillah Khan, you are talking about Birju Maharaj. So I'm sure you should have. I thought you will know it, that's why I asked.
Sir, I know some tradition. What
That
is?
is your observation, but concept.
Sir,
Observation and concept, they are two different things.
Yes, sir.
We are looking at concepts here. Observation is anybody can do.
Sir.
Because for you, being a light branch of a CAPF officer, you will be looking at concepts.
Yes,
And
sir.
deeper understanding of subjects like cricket, like art, like your involvement.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Tell me one more thing. Watching you talked about your scholarship, so probably that is your best achievement in life, if I take it. So far,
Sir.
I take you to Germany for research.
Sir, I would consider
Or any
clearing.
other achievements you have in your life? Yeah.
Sir, personally, I feel clearing the IIT JEE exam is one of the best achievements I have till in my life.
So, is this inclination of technical, such a studious background, and then coming to CAPF,
Yes, sir.
any link how this aspiration has developed and your psychology has changed to this?
Sir, this thing was very clear in my mind from the very beginning that I will join a field job, and the liking for this came to me naturally from my father. And then, sir, CAPF is giving me that opportunity along with a uniform job, so which is a matter of pride for me, and that's why I have inclined myself towards
Your
CAPF.
father is in the forest department of Gujarat.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Right? So, how, because, yeah, if it is a forest range officer, probably you would have been in uniform also sometime.
Yes, sir.
Wearing uniform.
Yes, sir.
Right? Of the DSP rank probably.
No, sir, he was a forest range officer. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
So obviously inspector onwards they will be able to, probably some kind of rank they have.
Yes, sir.
They put on, yes. So probably that gave you the inclination for the armed forces or the CAPF?
No, sir. I said he always used to work in fields, so
Yeah.
that made me interested towards field jobs, and CAPF is giving me that opportunity.
So you graduated in 2017. Why did you go for CDS immediately? You have a naval entry, BTech, direct entry, campus interview, and IIT BHU.
Yes, sir.
They must have had.
Yes, sir. They had.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, sir, during my graduation, I was after the graduation, it was like I'll prepare for civil services examination. Then before, sir, during my graduation, I did not have much knowledge about these forces, and when I came here, I came to know about different.
Did the people came to BHU for selection from armed forces?
No, sir. BHU is have people from diverse background with diverse aspiration. There are PhD scholars also. There are.
So, but suddenly you, after 2018-19, you suddenly got this idea. Generally, it doesn't happen for such a renowned institutions. You have a lot of exposure and variety of people. All the career counseling things do happen.
Yes, sir.
But you suddenly have changed and you have never given CDS. You have not been to any direct interview in any of the Army, Navy, Air Force.
Sir, actually I gave NDA in my 12th class and I went for the SSB, but
so that's why I'm saying I could make out that there is a background to it.
And
but
sir,
you have not followed to CDS.
Sir, CDS, there was a reason, sir. I filled the form of CDS in 2018, but sir, as I said, when I graduated, I was totally unprepared for these kinds of exams. I had no background, and I filled the form in 2018.
Syllabus of CDS?
Sir, it is.
Paper, English and general knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So इसमें क्या है? What is to be known for? Anybody who is good in studies, he will be able to go for it.
Sir, I was.
It doesn't talk about specialized subjects, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't have those kind of requirements. CDS is a very simple exam. Simple means preparation wise is not simple, but subject wise is not something to do with mechanical engineering or philosophy. It is not that. It
Sir,
is 10 plus 2 books.
Sir,
So I am not clear about your.
to be very honest, sir, when I graduated, I did not have much knowledge about polity and economy. I was just having an overall idea, but not the detailed knowledge.
You may be having now, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the organization of the government from the. Who's the executive head of the government?
Executive head of the government is the President of India.
Very nice. Then tell me what are the pillars of democracy?
Sir, there are 4 pillars of democracy. Ideally, there is, according to Constitution, there are 3 pillars of democracy,
Just
but
talk about constitution. Don't go on to the social issues.
yes, sir. So there are 3 pillars of democracy, which is judiciary, legislature, and executive.
Now my question is repeated. Who's the executive head of the country?
Executive head of the country is the President of India.
You are continuing to that answer. You are holding it. Very nice. I will continue. Now tell me from Prime Minister to the village level. Quickly tell me in the bullets what are the forms of the statutory government organizations. How does the governance take place in the country?
So the governance takes place at the parliamentary level. The parliament makes different acts of the central list or sometimes concurrent list.
I have talked about the executive and I am continuing to that question. Governance by execution.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then
Okay.
you have already covered the parliament, you have covered the legislation and judiciary. Now I am talking about executive system
Yes.
and governance. Judiciary doesn't govern the country, na?
No, sir.
So please talk about executive
Okay, sir.
governance. Yeah.
So, sir, at the central level, there is a cabinet ministry.
Okay. What are bullets?
Then at the state level, state cabinet ministers.
So directly the ministers control the state government. There is nobody in between.
Sir, the state government is.
Cabinet ministers at the central directly control the ministers at the center, at the state.
Sir, center don't control state governments. State governments are independent in their own spheres because as.
Should I repeat the question again? Tell me the channels of governance in the country, like prime minister, cabinet. Then after that, there are certain people
Yes, sir.
in the central and then in the state
Mhm.
till the village level.
Yes, sir.
There are government officers, minister. I was asking those names.
Okay, sir.
Please tell that.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sir, there is Prime Minister and the Cabinet Minister.
Yes.
Then there are Cabinet Secretary.
Yes.
Then the secretaries of different ministries.
Okay.
Then after that comes the state governments.
Okay.
And then in the state government there is secretaries at the state level, then ministerial and departmental level. Then comes the role of district magistrate. Then after the district magistrates in the this district I mean this third tier of the government, then comes the role of SDM, then Tehsildar, I don't know the English name, then sir block development officer, then the panchayat secretary.
Then between the district and the state government bureaucrats, there is no other organization? Or districts are directly responsible to the secretary of the state government? And second, between the secretaries of the center, they directly control the secretaries of the state, or is there any in between someone also? There is no chief minister, there is no minister, there is no governor. I mean, these are not applicable. You get the point?
Sir, I missed the governor
So,
part.
Mr. Governor, but then you went directly to the secretary, you didn't talk about chief minister.
Sir,
and
I
these
said
guys.
chief minister and the state
That
cabinet
was earlier
ministers.
When I was talking about this particular right now, you missed it. Alright. And second question is district collector and the secretary. Is there any organization in these states? You are
Sir-
from Uttar Pradesh, tell me what is it called, that organization? Between district collector and the secretaries or joint secretaries or director of the secretariat
Yes,
in the
sir.
Lucknow,
Hmm.
right? Is there anybody else who has a role to play and that organization is called what?
So the head of the different departments.
There is
This.
something called Pargana or Pramandal or commissionaries.
Yes, sir.
After 4 or 5 districts, there is a commissioner.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you missed that.
Oh. Okay, sir.
Right, so Siddharth,
Yes, sir.
as your name says, the famous personality Siddharth,
Yes, sir.
right? So, where was this Siddharth born?
Sir, he was born in Lumbini.
Lumbini. What's the present name of that Lumbini? And where is it located?
I think, sir, it is Siddharth Nagar. I'm not sure, sir. I think it is, and it is in Nepal.
What was the name given in Ashokan inscription to that?
I don't know, sir. Sorry.
Rumandei, have you heard about Rumandei?
Yes, sir. I have read it somewhere.
That was the name of Lumbini.
Okay, sir.
Right, so you have appeared for men's this time.
Yes, sir. Last year I appeared for the
Yeah,
men's.
So you must be knowing what is the importance of Rumandei inscription.
Sir, I'm not unable to recall this at the moment, sir.
So you are unable to recall that. Okay, fine. Now, Siddharth. Now, tell me about. First of all, I will come to your point. Being a techno expert,
Yes, sir.
right? Coming to CAPS